First two tests down. I literally just got off my bike from the enduro test. I say it every video, but I'm calling it right now. That's the best enduro course I've ever ridden in my life. So fight me in the comments, but I'm serious. That is epic. And you know, down below on this property, they have a lot of clay, which they had some rain Friday, a good 3 hours last night, which was Saturday. So I was kind of thinking it was going to be like ice, but I don't know if the first row of guys really cleared it out for us. But the bottom is there's a few slippery spots, some slippery roots, but all in all it's like phenomenal. So maybe I'm not gonna let it hang out, but maybe go a little faster on the second one. So all right, roll the footage. All right, and here we go with the enduro test. So I know in that little opening spiel that I was talking on camera, I sound real amped up and enthusiastic, and you know what? It's because I was. This is, like I said, probably the best piece of single track I've ever ridden in my life. It was that good. It was perfect dirt. It was just perfect. So a couple corners in, we get right into the enduro cross section, which you'll see now. I'll ride through there and then pick it back up in a second. One thing about Muskegon's enduro cross section is it's really rideable, it's mellow, and what I mean by rideable is pretty much anybody can make it through there. It's just a real good mellow feature. And but yeah, let's get into this enduro course, or enduro test I should say. I'll start with saying that it's kind of a shame that there's no camera out there that can truly show you guys what we're seeing or what we're feeling as we're riding, because I'm telling you, this property, so right now we're weaving and bobbing up top, but in a minute we'll go down into the ravine and start getting on kind of the bottom half of their property, and it's just epic. There's tons of hill climbs in this course. There's a lot of off camber. There was a lot of exposed roots on like your second and third and fourth test, not so much on your first, but yeah, and this enduro test, at least for me, I was really cautious because take for example, there's some pieces of real tight single track that are off camber, and there's a few sections, if you make a mistake, you're gonna go way down in a ravine, and all I can say is good luck getting your bike back up. But here's the first spot where we dip into the woods, or into the ravine, and see right here, that is super steep, and we're hard brakes all the way, and you know, you got a lot of roots running sideways and diagonal, and I don't know if you can tell by the guy's bike in front of me, but it's just a section, at least for like people like me. You don't want to just go ripping through there because there's consequences. So, and then we got our first little hill climb around this corner, which again, it doesn't look like much, but on camera you see these guys are just sitting there looking at it. It's like almost straight up. Oh man, I love that section. So anyways, a little bit of a bottleneck in there on this test. I think this was my second or third time doing the enduro test. So, but anyways, yeah, just the further we get into the woods, the better it gets. I guess I'll kind of just jump in and out here. Such a fun little section. And actually, so we went down in the ravine, we went back up that really steep hill. Now we're kind of like back up on their property, but on the other side of the, I guess you'd call it a creek. And then a little ways down the trail we'll go back down into the bottom of their property where oh gosh, it's just all sorts of goodness, all sorts of hill climbs and off camber back there, which I did say in the cross test video, I was surprised because these guys had rain, a little bit of rain Friday, and I think they had like 2-3 hours of, I don't know if it was a downpour, but quite a bit of rain last night. So I was actually kind of worried about the clay down in the bottom being really slippery, basically like being on ice, but it turned out to be perfect. So I think those first few waves of fast guys just kind of probably cleared that sludge off, and then for us and more in the back, it was just perfect riding. But I don't think I said too much in the cross test about how my day went overall, but it was literally a tale of two tapes. On the enduro test, I did pretty good. You know, I was just riding slow and steady, because you'll see in a few minutes, like, there's some sections where, like I said, you make a mistake and the consequences are huge. But the cross test, I just could not stay upright, and I don't know why. I fell probably at least once every time, but sometimes 2 and 3 times on the cross test. So it was, like I said, it was kind of a tale of two halves. Enduro test, I did really good. Cross test, not so much. But as you can see, I don't know if it will really come out on the video. It's really tight through here. Ended up being some good exposed roots in certain places that you really had to keep an eye out for, because that will send you in the trees real quick. Alright guys, just stay with me here, because a lot of the really good stuff is coming up. Once we get into that last little bottom section is where there's a lot of, well, there was one really big hill climb, and then there was a few more that weren't like really steep, but they were technical, were in the sense of they had roots on them. It was clay based. It was a little bit wet. It wasn't super slippery, but it was just like you had to be real conscious of how you were on the throttle. And I guess you could say the same for the bridges too. Muskegon has all sorts of bridges that weave back and forth over the creek, and most of their bridges, from what I remember, have the like chain link fence on them, so you get pretty good grip. Thank you. But there's a few sections that are not crossing the creek where you're crossing these little wooden bridges, and they were actually, 2 of them were super slimy. So if you touch the gas at all, you're going to go down like immediately. But those are coming up in a few minutes. And also right in front of me is Brad Cooper. He's 30B. Him and I were actually parked next to each other, so we're like, hey, let's run these tests together, because they actually had such a good turnout that they were letting 2 people at a time go. So it was actually really fun. I really enjoyed the day with Brad. Here's one of the hills. It just doesn't look like anything on video, but it got really blown out later in the day. You had to be carry a lot of momentum and be real precise on that little hill. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, it's, and right here too. That is throttle control right there. We're all off camber, there's roots going sideways, it's clay, it's really slippery. I know you guys can't tell, but it's just, I gotta explain it. And I think, oh no, not here, but coming up in a few more turns, I think we go through this little section of woods, and then our first, like, it wasn't the steepest hill climb, but it was long. And then, like I said, towards the last few tests, you know, it got chewed up enough at the bottom where if you hit a hole wrong without the right momentum, you know, it was going to be hard to make it up there. But anyways, guys, I'll let you watch the rest of the video. I'm done talking. Just take my word for it. You don't want to miss the Hare Scramble here. This place, and well, actually, I don't know when the Hare Scramble is. I want to say September, but I could be wrong. But this place's property is just too good. Actually, here's the hill climb. It's a long hill climb. And it's hilarious because it just looks like flat on video. But anyways, you guys don't want to miss the Hare Scramble here. This is a unique property. You'll never get to ride here unless you're doing a race, because it's a private club, and I highly recommend coming and check it out. It's well worth it. I'm out. Turn the corner, Lewis. Look at the tree.